Today, we are sharing 5 Royal Caribbean cruise mistakes to avoid, especially if you are cruising after 50 and want a smoother, easier vacation. Royal Caribbean ships are fun, active, and full of choices, but this is why a little planning matters.
In this video, we are talking about mistakes that can make your cruise feel more stressful than it needs to be.
We will cover check-in, embarkation day, dining and entertainment planning, extra costs, and pacing yourself once you're on board.
These are simple things to avoid so you can enjoy the ship, the ports, and the overall cruise experience without really ever feeling overwhelmed. Hi, I'm Pat.
And I'm Kathy.
And we are Calm Sea Cruise. So mistake number 1 is waiting too long to complete your Royal Caribbean check-in.
This is one of those things that seems small, but it can affect how your whole embarkation day starts.
Royal Caribbean uses online check-in and the app for important boarding details. That can include your travel documents, your security photo, arrival time, health information, and your boarding pass.
If you wait until the night before, you may end up rushing through something that should have been easy.
And if you're cruising after 50, rushing through the terminal, digging up documents, or trying to fix app issues at the port is no way you want to begin your vacation.
Do your check-in as early as you can. Choose your arrival time, make sure your documents are correct, and confirm that your reservation is showing in the Royal Caribbean app.
Also take screenshots of your boarding pass. That way, if the app is slow or your signal is weak at the terminal, you still have what you need.
And keep your passport, ID, medication, glasses, phone charger, and anything important in your carry-on.
Do not put those items in your big luggage you hand to the porter.
You may not see that checked luggage again until later in the day.
The goal is simple. Arrive at the cruise terminal prepared with the app ready, your boarding pass easy to access, and your documents in your hand. Mistake number 2 is not having a plan for embarkation day.
A lot of people focus only on getting to the ship, but once you board, there are still a few important choices to make.
Where are you going to go to eat lunch? Well, when will you complete the muster? Are you going to explore? Or are you carrying your bags around until the cabin's open?
If you do not think through those first few hours, you may end up following the crowds.
And on Royal Caribbean, that crowd often heads straight to the buffet.
The Windjammer can be convenient, but on embarkation day, it can also be one of the busiest places on the ship.
So before you board, or once you're on board, check the app to see what dining venues are open. Depending on the ship, there may be a cafe, pizza, or another casual spot that feels less hectic.
That can be a better choice if you want a calmer first meal.
And another tip is to complete the muster early.
Do not save it for later in the day.
Once it's done, you can relax and enjoy the ship without having that task hanging over your head.
Embarkation day is also a good time to learn the layout of the ship.
And you don't need to see everything on every deck right away, but it helps to find the places you will use the most.
Look for your dining room, the theater, the coffee spots, the lounges, the pool areas, and any quiet places you may want to return to later.
On larger Royal Caribbean ships, knowing the layout will save you some steps. So our third mistake is waiting too long to make your dinner and show decisions.
Royal Caribbean gives you a lot of options, but the best times can fill up.
This matters with my time dining, specialty restaurants, entertainment, and some of the onboard activities.
If you prefer eating early, do not wait too long to make dining reservations.
That is especially important if you're cruising after 50 and like to have dinner at a time that still leaves you room for a show, music, or a relaxed evening.
Late dining may work for some people, but it's not ideal for everyone.
If you booked My Time Dining, check your options before the cruise or early once on board.
And if you purchased a specialty dining package, remember that buying the package is not the same as having every reservation set.
Yeah, you still need to make sure you have reservation times that work for your schedule.
Specialty dining can be popular, so if there is one restaurant you really want, take care of it early.
The same idea applies for shows.
Some shows may require reservations depending on the ship. Even when they do not, popular entertainment can fill up quickly.
So look at the app once the schedule is available and compare show times with dinner and port days.
If stairs, aisle seats, or easy access matters to you, arrive a little early.
That can make the theater experience much more comfortable.
Royal Caribbean also has activities that may require reservations or have limited times.
Depending on the ship you're on, that could include things like North Star, Ripcord, iFly, bumper cars, laser tag, escapes room, or other popular activities.
You do not need to do all of them.
Pick what actually interests you.
That is the key.
The mistake is assuming you can decide everything at the last second.
Sometimes you can, but sometimes the better times are gone.
A little planning gives you more control over your cruise without making the whole vacation feel scheduled. All right, mistake number 4 is not understanding what costs extra.
Royal Caribbean includes a lot in the cruise fare, but not everything is included.
That is why people can get a little bit surprised.
Specialty dining, drink packages, Wi-Fi, spa treatments, photos, shore excursions, some activities, arcade games, shops, and gratuities can all add to your total costs.
So before the cruise, go into the cruise planner and look at the options for your sailing.
Do not buy something just because it is on sale.
They're always on sale. And ask yourself if you'll really, really use it.
The drink package is a good example.
For some people, it is convenient and worth it. For others, paying as you go may be less cost.
Think about what you actually drink in a normal cruise day.
Coffee, bottled water, soda, cocktails, wine, and mocktails can add up, but only if you're really ordering them.
Specialty dining is another area to think through.
You don't have to book specialty dining every night to enjoy the cruise.
The main dining room, buffet, cafes, pizza, and other included food may be enough depending on your style.
If you do look to book specialty dining, choose the restaurants that feel like it's worth it for you.
Shore excursions are another place where the cost can climb.
Look at the price, the activity level, the transportation involved, walking distance, and timing.
For cruising after 50, activity level matters.
Words like strenuous, uneven surface, stairs, long walking, or long periods of standing are worth paying attention to.
Also check your onboard account during the cruise.
Yeah, don't wait until the last morning.
If something looks wrong or confusing, it's better to ask early.
All right, mistake number 5 is just simply trying to do too much.
Royal Caribbean ships can be very active. There is always something happening.
That's the one thing that people love about Royal Caribbean, but it can also be exhausting if you try to do it all.
This is especially true when you're cruising after 50 like us.
You may want the activities, shows, music, ports, and dining, but you also need rest.
A cruise should not feel like a checklist.
Pick your priorities for each day.
Maybe one day is about the pool and a show.
And another day might be about a port, an afternoon rest, and a nice dinner. All of that is still a full cruise experience.
Another mistake is not finding quiet spaces early.
Look for those places where you could take a break from the noise and the crowds.
That might be the solarium, a lounge during the day, a lower outdoor deck, or a quieter corner near a cafe.
You can enjoy a Royal Caribbean without wearing yourself out.
That may be one of the best tips for cruising after 50.
Yeah, choose what matters, skip what doesn't, and let yourself enjoy the quieter moments.
Those are our 5 key Royal Caribbean cruise mistakes to avoid when cruising after 50.
We would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you made these Royal Caribbean cruise mistakes before? Or is there another mistake you think people should avoid? leave a comment because your experience may help someone else plan their cruise. Now, if this video was helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy cruise tips, port guides, cabin reviews, and real cruise experience for cruising after 50, please subscribe to Calm Sea Cruise. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in the next Calm Sea Cruise video.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.